Hey, good morning. In some ways, I feel like an ambassador, not only for secular humanism, going into different environments, different tribes, if you will, different religious communities, try to build those bridges, going out on Saturday mornings with common ground humanism signs that I've created, and just having dialogue and normalizing it, and showing people somehow that we from different tribes can get along and be kind to each other, even if we have different opinions. Don't know if it's possible. I feel very idealistic at times. That could be one of my weaknesses. I try very hard to do what I see as right, somehow to make the world a more peaceful, loving place to live in. All of us have the rights to believe whatever we want to. I recently took a journey to Spokane, Washington. I'm here back home in Houston, Texas. My wife flew up there on our annual trip to see her parents and her stepfather and mother in Spokane to get out of this Texas heat. But I chose to take the bus. So I took the Greyhound bus, 21 or 2,200 miles. What a journey. In some ways, I felt like more of an ambassador, not just for secularism, but really just for what it's like to be raised the way I was. In a loving environment, family, I guess you would just call it middle class family, socioeconomic level. And riding the Greyhound, I got to really have dialogue and mingle with people that were raised and born into a different environment. Many of them have very sad stories. I was able to talk to them. Many of them appreciated me just being there and talking to them. And that's what I love to do. And just talk to people from all different backgrounds, different races, different socioeconomic levels. And I feel very fortunate and lucky to have been raised in a middle-class family where I didn't have to struggle with parents being raised on drugs or in prison. So I had dialogue with many people that just were recently released from prison. They had the tattoos all over the body. Some of them were homeless. Many of them were still drug addicts. And of course, that's not the way I was raised, but they're fellow human beings. And a part of humanism and a part of Christianity and Islam and all the religions, we all share that empathy for other people, equity and fairness. So my question is, can we somehow break out of our tribes? I know biologically, as human beings, we're very tribalistic apes. It's the in-group morality, out-group ferocity. But we can learn and outthink our genes using our brains and our minds to somehow reach out and try to mend these differences and that we have. I guess the old Thomas Paine quote is one of my favorites. This is my liberal side. I somehow feel I have a conservative side and a liberal side as a moderate. But my country is the world, my race is human, and my religion is to do good. So I'm kind of that type of person that likes to try to reach out and talk to everybody and see that we're all so common. We have the commonalities of humanity. So I guess my question, as I continue on my journey in life, as I age, I'm learning more and more and more, getting out of my bubble. Can we break out of our tribes? Can we somehow quit critiquing other people's beliefs all the time, or their socioeconomic level, why they act a certain way? Well, most people act a certain way because of what they believe, or basically how they were raised. It's not their fault they were raised in poverty. It's not their fault they were raised in a crime-ridden atmosphere of drugs and so forth. So here I am in my journey as a middle-class guy in my late 60s. I continue to grow and learn. I think it's a fascinating life when you get out of your bubble. And I would encourage everybody, not only those that are religious and those like me that are secular humanists, to try to build bridges, but even socially and economically, those that are not so fortunate, to just talk to them like regular human beings. And I had a few people on the bus trip tell me I kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, and they appreciated the fact that I was just treating them like a normal human being. Why not? We're all human, right? So it just gave me such a good feeling. And I think I would probably label myself more as an ambassador for humanity in my small little way. So here I am in Houston, Texas, back home, waiting on the bus, city bus now, or I walk to my Houston Oasis secular community, much like a church, but for those of us that are non-believers. We get together and just have music, we have talks, dialogue, conversations, just like church people. We're all the same. Meals, potlucks, going out, reaching out and helping other people in need. We're all human. So anyway, have a wonderful day, and I'll come up with another video shortly. And remember, my friends, to be kind to all.